You must have heard or seen me talk about the so-called Kuopio Talents Community, or you must have even seen some posts on social media platforms, with the tag Kuopio Talents, showing our activities, wishes, plans, something like that. But I still believe that some of the people, they don't know enough about this community. And I said because of that, I must take some time to break down or to explain more about this community, so that if you come to find that this community could be something good for you, then you can be part of us. That's it. And so let me just go straight. I will be reading you the document that I've already prepared. And of course, this is available on social media as well. If you may want to go through this document yourself, you can go through it so that you can understand better about our community. And if you want, you can be part of us. So who are we as Kuopio Talents Community? We are simply a community of internationals in the city of Kuopio with common challenges, shared interests, and shared goals that have decided to come together and make things happen. And when we say international, I do not necessarily mean foreigners, because the word international in Finland has been adapted in a way that it refers to only foreigners. Yeah, but when I use the word international, I mean people from different nationalities, including Finland. So Finland is not excluded in this term international under this context. I hope I made myself clear on that one. So who are we as Kuopio Talents Community? We are not a formal group. We are not an association. We are not a cooperative. We are simply a community of internationals, meaning both foreigners and locals residing in Kuopio. And we also welcome and include others from other cities in Finland who are interested in contributing to this cause. For instance, I've already received calls and emails from other colleagues from Tampere, Joensuu, for instance, who also was asking for a possibility for them to be, part of this community, though it is for Kuopio. But because there's nothing going on in these cities like this one, they said, could we be part of that? And I said, yeah, of course, why not? Why not? If you think you can actively contribute to the cause, then you can be part of it. Yeah, so we believe that everybody has a unique talent that deserves to be nurtured, showcased, and used to make a meaningful contribution to the surrounding society. What is our vision? Our vision is to create an environment where both foreign and local talents in Kuopio and Northern Savo actively collaborate to shape the future we all aspire to have. Our mission has 4 elements. And of course, I may be repeating some of the words, but, I had arranged them in that way in order to make sure that each element has full meaning on its own. Yeah, so in our mission, we have 4 elements. Element number 1, our mission is to create a platform where talent of all residents can be easily discovered, showcased, and celebrated. And I think this is one of the challenges, especially to the foreigners. I can't speak of the locals, but as foreigners, it's so hard, just landing to a new place and then getting to be seen by everyone. Yeah, it's really, really challenging. And this is one of the outcome why many people can't land jobs. It's because employers simply don't know about you. Yes, you are talented. Yes, you are skilled. But how can an employer here know about it? And very few employers find time to open the CVs. Yeah, you could send your CV by email, but rarely these guys open up those sorts of emails. So that's one of our mission, is to help you as a community member being seen as a talent, as a skilled person, as an experienced person, as an expert. Yeah, but element number 2, we aim to empower every resident in Kuopio and North Savo to confidently explore and pursue their ideas with courage and creativity. So one of the structure in our community is that I'm trying to encourage every member to come up with ideas. What do you wish you could have done with the community support? And you must have seen, I even shared one post asking, different people, do you have anything that you think you can implement with our community support here? in the, Kuopio or North Savo region. Sometimes I say Northern Savo region. I don't know if there's any difference. Yeah, so that's one of the features of the things that happens in our community. But element number 3, we are committed to building an inclusive environment where internationals can actively contribute to society by sharing and applying their talents. We want to have value in this society. As far as I understand up to this moment, as foreigners, we are so much restricted, in a way that we can hardly add add some value to the surrounding society, because we are so much overwhelmed with looking for jobs, with surviving, which makes a lot of sense. But at some point, we have to come up with ways where we can also be valuable towards the society. So we have to contribute to the common, good causes of the society. But it's very difficult to do it as an individual. But if we come together with shared resources, we can easily achieve that. But element number 4 is that we are striving to foster a community where international talents collaborate to create a meaningful impact and drive positive change in Kuopio and North Savo. And this is what I just described, that, coming together makes things happen easier. I don't mean it's easy to do things, but it becomes easier if you do it in a community-based environment. Why it's easier? Because, as foreigners, it becomes very hard or challenging to access resources from the new place that you have just landed in, because you need some time to be trusted. You need some time to get to know people enough for them to start to cooperate with you. You need some time, to get access to some resources. But if we start to come together as a community, when I come to help you, then I am your resource. When you come to help me, you are my resource. So we are each other's primary resources when we come together and decide to work together. So those were the 4 mission elements that drive our community. What are our values? Like I said before, some of the words may be repeating itself, but I've done it so that each element has full meaning on its own. So we have also 4 key values that drive this community. Value number 1. We are not a group, we are not a club, we are not an association, we are not a cooperative. We are simply members of the international community who share common challenges, interests, and goals, and have decided to come together to make things happen. Okay, so I'm going to tell you why I'm avoiding to make us like a legal entity. Well, it's always good to act as a legal entity because you get access to funds easily. You can get recognition easily from some institutions, which need some paperwork. But the challenging thing is that a community is always so big, with many members who have different views, different ideas, different speeds of responding or reacting to things. So for some reason, things always go very slow if the whole community acts as a single entity. Yes, but there is always more convenience if, every individual is free to do his own thing and asking support from other peers who may be sharing the interest with that person who is initiating something. That's my take. Yeah, because this Kuopio Talents Community is not the first community I've tried to establish. I've tried to establish other communities as well before I came to Kuopio. For instance, before I came to Kuopio, I was living in one city called Mikkeli, and I initiated one community which I called Mikkeli International Community. And back then, I tried to make this community like an entity. So we had a board which decides about the activities within the community, something like that. But it was somehow difficult to run things in that way because you need to get approval from board members on everything that's going on. You needed to follow a certain procedure, and which is good, of course, sometimes, but it slows things down. That's why I said this time in this community in Kuopio, let me try a different approach. Number 2, freedom is our currency. What do I mean when I say freedom without currency? In our work, no member is bound by restrictive rules. Instead, each member is motivated by their own desire to contribute toward the common goal we all strive to achieve. So this is an outcome of value number one. Because we are not a business group, we are not a cooperative, we are not an association. That means you as a member, you are fully free to come and contribute to the goal that you think you are interested in. So you are not, restricted to be committed to people or to just to some group. No. But if you feel like there is one event going on and I think I want to contribute to that, then you just come and be part of it. If you don't feel like being part of that event, then you are not included. And you are free like that, coming in and going out as much as you want. That's our one of our values. But number 3, you are a main character of your ideas. Each member of our community is encouraged to bring forth ideas and initiatives. If they are unable to lead the implementation, someone else who can will step in to assist. So that's another thing. I mentioned it before that I'm trying to encourage each member of the community to come up with something that they may want to do with the community support. So that is what it means. You, as a new member of our society, you can come and say, I think I want to start classes in drawing or painting. Can this community help me? Me as a facilitator, or Kuhoga Insights as a facilitator, I can look into that, try to mobilize resources. And when I say resources, I mean now mostly community members, and see if we can help you to organize that class. And if it's possible, then we do that. That's it. It is as simple as that. But number 4, collaboration is our key strategy. So we are looking forward to work together, support each other in our dreams, wishes, and initiatives in achieving our common goal, which is contributing to a society that surrounds us. So our key, one among our key values is to collaborate, and this is how we act as each other's resources. How are we working? So this is how we work. Our activities will be guided by the initiatives proposed by our community members. Each member is encouraged to share ideas for events, projects, or anything else that they would like to organize or participate in, and invite others to partner, collaborate, or support their initiative. As the primary founder, Kuhoga Insights, I will act as the main facilitator for all community activities. So it's like we're having 3 steps or 3 categories of things that you may do as a member. Number 1, you can initiate any idea, anything. You can come up with anything that you think you want to do. And then after you come up with that idea, we organize in such a way that you can share that idea with other community members to find who would be interested in that idea. So it's not necessarily that all community members must be interested in any or every idea that is being introduced. That's not our case. Our case is that you get an idea, we ask who else is interested in this idea. If somebody says, I'm interested, then we just join our forces. So number 3 is to support. As a member, you may, at your own discretion and convenience, choose to support someone else's initiative. So that's another thing. So as Kuhoga Insights, being the main facilitator and part of the community members, I will be organizing 2 things. Number 1, monthly meetups. Now I'm working on finding the venue, but when I have succeeded to get the venue, I'm looking forward to have the monthly meetups. And in these meetups, we will be having some coaching activities, of which I will be the main coach or main mentor. We will be having invited mentors and coaches from other places in Kuopio, and of course maybe outside of Kuopio as well. We may be having some stories. We'll be inviting some people just to come and tell us about how they have been able to navigate life in Finland. We have people who have come to Finland 30 years ago, 20 years ago, and they have gone through many, many, many channels. Some of them, they have been fortunate enough to land some opportunities, big opportunities. Some of them still struggle. But I do believe each and every one of them has a story to tell that you who just came to Finland maybe a year ago or a few months ago can get to learn about it. So that's the main, reason why we need to have these monthly meetups. Yeah, but also I'm looking forward to have also monthly programs. In these monthly programs, we can, be doing something like, for example, maybe an outreach. I've been telling this story to some of the members that I approached one school at the city center here in Kuopio, and I asked the vice president of that school if we can go and talk to their students, maybe about entrepreneurship, maybe about different, life topics. And that vice president, she was very happy. And she was looking forward to that. So that's one of the things we will be doing. Maybe visiting some primary schools. Talk to the students about entrepreneurship. Talk to the students about, health stuff. Talk to the students about accounting, finances, debts, something like that. I think that can be very much contributing. We can visit elders' houses. We can visit different community centers here just to go and contribute according to the needs in those places. Yeah, but also I'm looking forward to organize seasonal or quarterly events, maybe events which I will be organizing after every 3 months. And these are going to be more entertaining. So it could be about maybe singing talents. It could be about dancing. It could be about anything else which can be entertaining. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking forward to organize as Kuhoga Insights. Yes, mostly I think that is it. So if you are in Kuopio and you think you can be part of this community, please, you can search for Kuopio Talents groups in Facebook, LinkedIn, and WhatsApp. Or if you want, of course, I will be sharing also the links to along the accompany text to this video, so you can just join this community and be part of us. I also do registration. Yeah, so you have to register also if you want to be a recognized member. And if you are a recognized member, you can always get access to what I mentioned before, a book of ideas, where you can also write your ideas, anything that you think you want to do with our community support. You can write it there. And when the time has come, we will communicate, we will arrange to have your idea, brought to other members so that they can get to hear about it. So we'll also be having some pitching. You will have to pitch other members to find any other member who's interested in your idea so that you can join forces. Yeah, mostly I would say that's all about the Kuopio Talents Community. I've used almost 20 minutes, but that was necessary in order to bring understanding about this community. If you have any other ideas on how you think we can improve or just upgrade or implement this community concept better, please do not hesitate to contact me using the contact information I've shared in the accompanying text. Thank you so much, and I wish you a marvelous day. Bye-bye.